Hey True Believers, Englentine here. So just got out of seeing Captain Marvel. I am at the AMC at Disney Springs here, and okay, so they made a movie. Let me see, I'm gonna try to be non-spoilery and then I'm gonna go into spoilers here for a second. I wish it was better. I did. I was hoping I would come out and say some great things. There are fun places, there are fun things to be had in this. Unfortunately, right at the beginning, they tell you that Annette Bening's character is a manifestation of the Supreme Intelligence. If you're familiar with the comics, you know who that is. And right away, I was like, holy shit. It's her mom, isn't it? It's gonna be her mom or something like that. That's why, you know, thankfully they didn't go that far. And then I thought, oh no. And something popped into my head and I realized exactly what they were going for. And if you know the first Kree that came to Earth, you're gonna figure that out. Unfortunately also, if you watch the channel, you'll know a few days back I did, well actually about a week ago, I did Comic Book Origins, the original Captain Marvel. And so you get the name of the bad guy in the first issue, and it just so happens to be a very prominent character here, so it's like, okay, there's gonna be a twist at some point and he's gonna be the bad guy. And yeah, that twist came. Also, a big part of the story is her figuring out who she is. We already know who she is. So the entire movie is us waiting for her to get all the information we already have. That's not good. You never want your audience to be ahead of the movie, and that's where this really stands. There are fun places here. There's good action scenes in there. Actually, the train scene that looks really dull in the trailer has a few good moments in there. It's better than what it seems. I wanted to really like this movie. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted to go in, okay, all the stuff we've heard, all the stuff we've, all that, you know, it's just, that's not the way it worked. Not this time around. It may be the worst of the Marvel movies. It really, I think it could be. I just watched Iron Man 2 again, which was my previous worst. I know a lot of people put Thor: The Dark World as their worst. Iron Man 2 is the worst in my opinion. And I just watched that. Now, I watched it for the 4th, 5th, 6th time. And I had more fun in that movie than I did in Captain Marvel. So, yikes, not a great start to, to things for this franchise. I hope they pick it up, I really do. Nick Fury, he's really good in this. I like how Sam Jackson acted. Brie Larson is better than what she appeared in the trailers, but unfortunately, that's not a high bar. It's like, in the trailers, she was at notch 0, and watching the movie, she's now at notch 1. You know, unfortunately, that's no great shakes. Ben Mendelsohn, he's brilliant. He's great, even in bad movies like this, or Robin Hood. He actually elevates his role. I like that. The de-aging process I found distracting at first, but overall, it ended up being all right. Let's see, what can I talk about? Oh, I did say on one of the comic book origin videos I did of Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, and I said, ooh, this is the one we want to see. Monica is in the movies. She's not Captain Marvel or any kind of Photon Pulsar or Anti-Monica or whatever she is in the comics. Goodness gracious, like I said, there are some great scenes in this. No, excuse me, there's some good scenes in this. Unfortunately, there's never enough that you could put together to actually create a great moment. Even the action scenes fall a little flat. There's a moment where we're supposed to go, woohoo, yeah, she's Captain Marvel now. And it's like, I've seen it. I have literally seen Iron Man fly through in the same position. It's been put back and forth while she's blowing up spaceships or in this, I think it was bombs and shit. So yeah, we've seen it. And then when she does get her power, she Mary Sues the entire thing. There's never really any doubt that she's going to come out of this okay. And I'm not talking about just previous knowledge that she's going to be in the end game. There's literally no tension in this film at all. And that's one of the worst things about it. So here's the thing. Can I recommend this? That doesn't matter. You've already made up your mind. People are going to go see this because of the controversy, and they want to stick it to those basement-dwelling nerds, or you're not going to see it because of controversy and, gosh darn it, that SJW Brie Larson. You've got your mind made up. So whether or not I would have recommended it before or after that has no bearing on the proceedings. But no, I can't recommend this. If this was the very first Marvel movie, I would say they're in trouble. Okay, let's get into some spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, you plan on it, you don't want to get things spoiled for you. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. I'm not a big fan of how they treat the Skrulls in this. The Skrulls are villains in the Marvel Universe. They're refugees here. And it really does reek of trying to be political. There's not a lot of the social justice stuff. There's some when that one guy says, there's a reason they call it the cockpit, or hee-haw. And he doesn't do that part. I'm the one that laughed. And they push a little bit of that. Otherwise, yeah, it's usual stuff. She looks badass a couple of times where I'm like, yeah, it's not working for me, little girl. Not doing it. Let's see. Somebody's a little excited over there. Other stuff I wanted to talk about. You've learned how Samuel Jackson loses his eye, and I thought that was actually kind of funny. I didn't explain it, so let me explain here. I know that Marvel just wrote themselves into a freaking corner, because the way he explains, well, last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye, there was nothing behind that that said it was scratched out by an alien cat. I like that part. Another part of the movie is Jimon Hunsu is fighting her, so I knew nothing was going to happen, and I was figuring out more. How are you going to escape? How are they going to get the Tesseract back? Oh, yeah, the Tesseract is the MacGuffin in this one. So there's a lot of stuff that they had to do, and I was wondering more how they were going to do it than anything else. I think my restless leg is shaking the table, so the camera might be doing this. Oh, goodness. What else? What else? Agent Coulson, he was cool in this. He's only in it for a couple of scenes. Overall, once again, the worst of the Marvel Universe. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of the haters are saying. I don't think it's good as the people who are trying to go the other direction are saying. In my opinion, they made a movie. Cool, let's stick it up on the fridge. You know, it's one of those things. I'm one of those, it's like, it's alright. Can't recommend it. It's not that good. But I'm alive. It didn't kill me. Thing is we already had the worst MCU movie. Nobody liked Dark World. Okay, fine. We lived through it. Nobody liked Iron Man 2. Okay, fine. We lived through it. Some people don't like Iron Man 3. Guess what? We lived through it. We got a lot of people yelling, oh, they destroyed the Marvel Universe. Yeah, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. And the proof is in the fact that Endgame's coming. Spider-Man's coming. The Marvel Universe is going to be fine. If Batman could survive Batman and Robin, Marvel Universe is going to be fine. So slow your roll, Captain Hyperbole. Don't puss out on us just yet. Jesus, I get those. I got a lot of comments along that line recently in those videos I've done so far. Oh God, it destroyed it. Shut up. Seriously, just shut up. It's not destroying shit. You may leave it, but the Marvel Universe is going to be fine. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're already planning not to see it, I can understand. I can't tell you to go in if you aren't. If, you know, I don't know. It's not good. It wasn't, but the Marvel Universe is going to be fine. And they're doing it right, though. I mean, they put out Captain Marvel, and in 2 months they're going to have the Endgame, and 2 months after that they got Spider-Man. So by the time the year's end, Captain Marvel, the bad taste of Captain Marvel is going to be out of your mouth. They did it right. I thought Batman and Robin did it wrong. They were like, oh my gosh, we're in panic mode. What do we do? James Bond's the same way, you know. If you don't like Spectre, here comes the next one. You know, that's the way they should do it. So, and that's why I think the Marvel Universe is going to be a-okay, because Endgame might kick ass. Spider-Man might kick ass. You never know. Anyway, at this point, I'm spinning wheels. You already understand how I feel about the movie. It is completely bleh. Nothing spectacular, nothing incredibly horrible about. Oh, yeah, by the way, Annette Bening is Marvel. That is going to piss some people off. Oh, right now there's wind blowing, so all you're hearing is wind blowing into the mic. But yeah, that's going to piss a lot of people off that they gender flipped Marvel. I was able to get past it. Marvel wasn't a big character to me. But I understand why. They didn't need to do it. They could have put a man in the role as well. They just chose to gender flip it. Doesn't affect the story. It's excuse me. Ooh. Doesn't affect the story. It doesn't affect the comic books. The comic books are still there. And in the end, you're looking at the MCU. This is the way it is for the MCU. If you're ticked off that they gender flip Marvel, read the comics, it's there. That's all. That's it. What I think is kind of funny, though, is they didn't really leave a lot of room for backstory so you could have a Marvel series. Yeah. Anyway, if you like the video, stick around a little bit. There's going to be some other videos popping up, you know, you can check out. If you haven't done it already, click like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ring the bell, and please go on down to the description. There's a link to Patreon and to Ko-Fi. Help the channel out, help me make videos for you. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.